Tashkent, Uzbekistan. Tashkent, was good time spent. If that's your intent, oh, 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 Tashkent. Going all around in Tashkent. Yeah, it's Tashkent.
I'm in Tashkent. I'm going to show you, I got a suite at the top. I'll show you what the suite looks like. So this is my first taste of Tashkent. So this is called the Shadlik Palace and has very Soviet. It's like there's a big gated thing with a fence, lots of security. Don't know what that's all about, figure that out later. Big monuments, and I think it's kind of spread out. There's another one that they're building right there, but we're going to start. We're just going to show you around Tashkent, my first impressions of it, and this is where I'm staying, in this Soviet hotel. And yeah, I got these balconies. It's kind of interesting. I'll show you my room, and then we're going to get around and walk around. Tashkent, Uzbekistan. This is my little Uyghur hack. So I went to Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and also Xinjiang in China. So this is from China, actually. But anyways, we're going to be doing a video about Tashkent. This is the very first impression one. So this one is me in the hotel, just kind of exploring the streets outside. I get all the way down to the famous monument. It's daytime, it's morning, and I'm just kind of checking it all out. So this is going to be video one. I think I have about 12 or 15 Tashkent videos. So you're going to see all different aspects of the city, and they get better and better as I explore and get to know the city more. So this is just the first impression one, which is me just kind of figuring out what the city is like, the streets are like, you know, and getting my first impressions. Anyways, let's get right into it as if you were there yourself. Tashkent. Okay, so let's go into the room and I'll show you my window, and I can't get out, I'll show it to you. It's interesting. Shadlik Palace. Okay, so let me just kind of see what we can see from this side. So if we had this view, you see the Ferris wheel. Okay, there's actually the Tashkent Tower, and you can kind of see what the city looks like. There's trees, big wide boulevards I can see, kind of large buildings. So we'll get out and explore it all. I'm going to do like a video where I share my first impressions of trying to get around and trying to, and I'm going to do a series of other Tashkent ones too. This is my room. And actually, I booked a suite. I wanted a nice big room, and I was thinking that I'd get a good view. This side there isn't much of a view, and unfortunately my door is broken. So I guess they don't, I read about that online anyways, they don't really fix things, they just kind of let it go disrepair. So I can't get out on the balcony, which is, feels like I might fall over if you can see that. But this would be the view that I would have if I could get out on the balcony. So yeah, actually I got an upgrade. I got a suite because I wanted to get more space and just kind of see. Oh wow, they cleaned that up already. They already came in and. But yeah, so I would have this big balcony if I could get out on it. This one there's no handle, so I cannot. It looks like this one is a shared room. So if somebody wanted a suite with another one, so I guess somebody else put a blockage here, and that's there. So I don't know. But anyways. This is kind of what it looks like inside one of these Soviet style buildings. And we're gonna get outside, show you what it looks like outside too. So my first impressions of Tashkent starting from the hotel. So my room is somewhere over there, down that way a little bit, but you can kind of see this side. Underneath, looks kind of interesting. It looks like very quiet. I don't know what's all going on in here, but I think it looks like a theater. It looks pretty cool. It's like glass, it's like feels strange. It feels abandoned, but I don't think it is. I think it's actually a theater. It's in an unusual spot. This door is open. people in there. So I don't know. Anyways, this is the first impressions of the trees, the way the city is built. Some people walking with a bunch of suitcases in that big street. So let's go check out some more. This is interesting because I saw this in Almaty as well, in Kazakhstan. But Kazakhstan, it really separates the sidewalks from the cars. Looks like in here, the cars can actually park in the sidewalks. I think these are the sidewalks. But in Almaty, it's like really, really clear. Oh, they do. Almaty had these kind of things too, that kind of, but it looks like here you can park on the sidewalk. But the sidewalks are different than Almaty. Anyways, I also have an Almaty video so you can, oh, there's something interesting over there. We're gonna go down this busy street and then go left. I'm looking for a phone adapter so I can plug in my phone and charge it. Anyways, more impressions of Tashkent. Everything's kind of new to me, so these kind of trees are kind of something a little bit different. It looks like they paint white at the bottom, but then the park looks like it's kind of a white as well. If you know anything about those trees. And I guess it's a university right here, Webster University. Huh. Kind of cool. So you look, you can take a picture right here. Stand right there. Put your head there and take a picture. NBA. So we're gonna walk down this street, and I guess this is kind of the setup of this is our street. I don't know if all the streets look like this or not, but we're gonna find out today. Our hotel was down this street. Yeah, things are pretty spread out. Looks like there's kind of parks and trees. We'll get more of a feel for it as we go. Here's some of the signage. So we have Art Palace, Turkestan. So it looks like they have it in different languages: the Uzbek language, Russian language, and English. Stadium. So I guess where I'm staying is the stadium. So 3 languages. There's the bus. Get a feel for these buildings. So they have this big courtyard. I can see like a little playground area in there, and a coffee shop right outside here. So yeah, it looks kind of nice. It's like kind of green, lots of trees, big sidewalks. So I guess it's, I don't know, we'll continue to get a feel for it. Actually, this one there's no cars parked on the sidewalk here, so I guess maybe it's that street was an exception, or this street's an exception, or it's mixed throughout. I don't know, we'll see. There's a giant square with a nice beautiful monument right here. Yeah, and actually where all those buildings at, there's a bunch of like restaurants and stores. So I guess when I see buildings near the road, they'll have like first story police officer there pulled over somebody. I'm not going to focus on that, but you get a feel for the roads. And we're going to walk on this main road and try to get to a popular area. So we'll probably end up down there at the end of this video. Okay, so here's an example of stores with tables and chairs, and then you can sit outside on either side. And then it looks like we have this giant sidewalk. The trees are kind of over there, and I guess the cars can park on that side, so you can see cars like that parked. So those have the shades, which I guess is good for if you're gonna park your car. And then this one where you're walking, I guess people are walking over here in the shade, but you got your ATM, some big wide sidewalks. It should be nice at nighttime. Then the heat of the day, you kind of got to get over here. And maybe later those the sun would probably move where those trees would, so maybe there's always some kind of place to get shade on this road. But anyways, another slice of Tashkent for you. And it looks like we got a row of different stores here too. So I see a lot of these ATMs kind of like this, these little set up small tiny ones. Anyways, these are the lamps. So instead of walking on this big major street for 2.4 kilometers, I'm going to take a little car. So I just ordered that. It's only 10,000, it's like just like $2 or less than $2 to get for about 2.5 kilometers. So that was only 80 cents. There's Hotel Uzbekistan. I almost stayed there. That's also another Soviet style building. And then I'm kind of looks like I'm at a potential walking street right here. Maybe in the evening. Can't tell 100%. but I think I'm gonna go down and into this monument and just kind of look around. But we're in, I'll tell you in a moment. We're in Amir Temur Square. This all these musicians, so.
Спасибо большое. Дай Бог вам здоровья. Идемте вместе с нами попойте песни.
Oh, I don't speak, yeah, but it sounds very good.
Спасибо.
So I always, whenever I see musicians, I always try to support them. So looking at musicians down in here, and we're gonna go up to the square. Okay, we're just gonna, I'm just taking a look at AI, and I'll kind of tell you what this is all about. So there's a big monument there, Hotel Uzbekistan, and it said that it's a landmark from the 14th century, from the Turco-Mongol conqueror Amir Temur. So Turkey and Mongolia. It's kind of interesting. So originally this was had a different name, but then they changed it to this name in 1994. So I think that's the same time when they changed the Cyrillic alphabet into the local language, the Uzbek language. Let's see, went under construction in 2009, and I think there's basically a lot of monuments. So we have here, he's on a horseback with his rays symbolizing justice. Strength is in justice is apparently what it says in the language. And then in the background, let me try to capture Hotel Uzbekistan. That's actually the hotel that I stayed in. I kind of chose it because it looked like this one, but this one's a big monument. But I also heard that this one is also under a lot of disrepair as well. So I opted for the other one. And when I looked at this in Google Maps, it looks like it's like an area with mostly monuments more than other things. But it talks about the park, the Soviet era landmark, the Uzbekistan Hotel, clock towers, maybe we'll see those somewhere else. There's a dome over there. And then it says to explore nearby Tashkent Broadway. So I think that might be the one that I was at over there. Let's go take a look. So it said this is a better area to visit in the evening with the lights. Makes sense, and it's cooler, it says. And I also just went to see where these other places are, and you can see there's a lot of locations straight ahead. So when they first dropped me off, that was actually correct, that that would be the location. So I'm gonna see those two ladies are still there singing, and so we're gonna go up this way, and then we're gonna go down that way. And that's where, so they have a different musician, so maybe the other one was just playing with the guitar for a while, and then the other one came back. So I gave it some more money again, because I feel like if I'm gonna film and capture it a little bit, I'm promoting their music, but it's also good to recognize the musicians. So let's go down here and check it all out. Okay, looks like you can rent cars. I saw that. I think that's kind of a Soviet thing. There's some food that you can get, so it's kind of a food street. And I bet in the evening it's probably comes alive. So maybe, it feels very tourist oriented. So probably a lot of people would be in that park walking around. Maybe those little kid car things would be in the park maybe. I didn't walk around it enough. I don't think there's much to see in the daytime, but maybe I'll come by another time. World Archery over there and ping pong. When I think of ping pong, I think of China. Okay, so these will probably come alive later. We'll just walk through it, and I think we'll probably give, this is kind of the first impressions of it. I'll get to explore more of it, and you'll give you a good idea of Tashkent. So first impression, and I'll probably go somewhere else completely different and do more videos. Looks like this is all for kids too. I saw this. I've been to some other places like Vladivostok in Russia, and I've been to Almaty and some Eastern European places too. But yeah, I didn't see this. I saw that a lot in like Vladivostok, Almaty. So it's kind of like a Soviet thing a little bit. Here's some t-shirts. Okay, so let's venture to another area altogether. But this is Tashkent. I saw these in Kazakhstan as well. It looks like they're here too in Uzbekistan. So maybe that's popular throughout Central Asia. So, okay, so you have all these small little restaurants everywhere. And some games too. So it looks like it's kind of a popular place in the evening for tourists. Restaurants, games for kids, ice cream. Saw quite a few ice cream ones as well. Colas. And here's the perfect way to I like that. Okay. Yurt. Okay, so let's end it right there. Let's end it right here. There's also a ton of shops nearby, kind of a big mall. I think it's one big giant square. All kinds of interesting stuff. Anyways, we're gonna end the video with that. So yeah, apparently this is one giant mall, almost all clothing. Look like I was looking for a restaurant. Savdo Market it's called. So that was this. We just did a brief. I didn't. There's like security guards, so I don't want to film inside too much. Just to give you an idea. Anyways, that's it for this one.